Alright, I'm gonna play a little bit of Fortnite in front of a live studio audience. Oh, shut that noise up. What? Huh. Alright, so, alright, now where? Make up your mind, where you going. Yeah, I seen that Fable video game, the trailer, and one thing that was noticed is that they haven't got they had it where that ugly girl was going to be the person you were playing as, and now because of they don't want to go completely fail, they're making it where you can make your own character and play. But one thing they haven't done yet, at least in the trailer, they haven't made a man. They haven't got a man captured yet. And if they don't have one by now, they won't have one. So in Fable, one fatal flaw that is they're going to have to do a patch to is that they do not have any animations for a man walking. It's a female. If you go back and watch the trailer, you'll see. Well, if I can get back up there. Alright, we have well, that player is very impatient and just decided to leave the team immediately. That's unfortunate. So we have one of those people over here. I really do wish I had a grenade. Let me... Dude, don't be running on me like that, bro. Let's see, I will take... You know, what they need to do is they need to make the... I know this will be controversial, but what we just witnessed, who did the most damage to him? Who began the process? Who did the most damage? Easy answer. It was me. But yet, these pieces of filth garbage, they run and take everything. Now, there's got to be a way. Either allow me to team kill them and take what I earn myself, or make it to where you divvy only the people who got damage based on the amount of damage you get. That's what part of the reward you get. It's unreasonable that these pieces of garbage can take all that from me when I'm the one that did everything. That's just unreasonable. And if I could team kill them, I would. I would have team killed them all right there. Fortnite, please do an update. Either allow me to team kill them for their crime, or make it to where, depending on the amount of damage, that determines what part of the reward you can possibly get. In a perfect world, I would get to be able to get anything I wanted. So that's the only bad thing about it, man. Sometimes I'm not going to revive them if they die. That's going to be their punishment. Because I don't even need health packs, really, do I? Alright, there's a guy. I'm going to need his help. Her help. Alright, now. That's better. Thanks for the ammo. These little sidekicks, they're useful. I'm glad to have them on the team. Whoa. Well, just like that, we turn around and go back. Let's go. Me and you are a team. I don't know what this does. This is all it does? Wow. Okay. Huh. Is that... That's a stationary van. I do like to have a van on my... on my person. There's a van. See a person on top of that rooftop. There's another person right there. But I can't see too much with this gun. It could be a nice option if you had access to binoculars. Man, I gotta say, how in the world did I get that much damage on me? And how in the world did that AI did not assist me? Man, I got questions. AI, behind you, my friend. AI, you're just not right. You're a little bit off right now. Well, if I can get back in there real quick, if I could just make it in there. Behind you. Oh, jeez, man, I tell you. Well, I mean, my gosh, man. Well, let's have a moment of common sense, shall we? A little bit of common sense for the people who don't have common sense. If you stand on top of a mountain and you shoot your gun for 5 minutes, what do you think is going to happen? I wonder. If I stand on a mountain and shoot for 5 minutes, I wonder what's going to happen. What could possibly happen? So, if you are going to stand on a mountain, and if you're going to shoot somebody, try to shoot somebody, that's fine, but give yourself 20 seconds, and then you need to move. Reposition yourself somewhere else. Because those guys were coming to flank those guys, and he so happened to see me with my back turned, and somehow, some way, got 1 million damage on me with one shot, which is incredible. But that's what happened. So, but at the end of the day, I gotta see my teammates are doing stuff like that, and I don't know why I even bother playing with teammates sometimes. But you never know. Every once out of 1,000 times, you may find a team that has common sense. But, that's rare. That's why I need a jetpack. I always want to have a jetpack and a lighting gun. And if you don't have a jetpack, puts you. It's kind of puts you with your hands tied behind your back. And as always, I am extremely disappointed that they did not make a South Park map like they did with the Simpsons map. I could not be more disappointed. So, could you imagine landing in the world of South Park? Is that not, I mean, I guess that was too obvious. I guess that would be too good. Man, what a missed opportunity. I wonder if Fortnite would ever want to try out a map where it's procedural, where the map is different every single time you play it. And I feel like there could be other people coming, and when that happens, gotta find some weapons. Get some money. Definitely need ammo. Hmm. Hmm. Nice. Hmm. I do want to take I do want to take that van. Well, I got a jetpack. Now I'm just missing the lighting gun. Alright, they want to go over there. Get in there. Hey, get in there. Don't be shooting this van, you dummy. Gas station over there, I believe. Come on, come on, come on. Are you dumb? You are dumb. Wow, you guys don't see this chest? Ooh. Is that? That's gotta be a human, right? Oh, he's gotta die first. Ooh. There it is. Get over there. All right. And that's why that's why I like having one of those vans. Just try to keep that van alive, try to stay out of trouble, and then if my teammates need reviving or something, you know, it's not the hardest thing to win in Fortnite. One of the common denominator is we're not including people who hack. I mean, you do come across people hacking all the time in this game, so we're not counting that. But if you're not hacking, if you just stick together as a team, move together as a team, it doesn't hurt, somebody to have a van that can revive, or just simple things. Just stick together. If you're not hacking, if you're not hacking and you want to win, just stick together. So where are my teammates at? There's one. Ooh. What is that? No. No, please tell me. No, please. No. No. Oh, I had no teammates. Oh, no. No, whoa. I did not. I gotta start paying attention. I gotta start paying attention to everything. Do I have 5 teammates? I'm gonna start paying attention to this stuff. Yeah. Well, let's see, 12% victory, 35% top 10, 52% top 25%. So if I had a dedicated team to play with, I could have I could convert those. I could convert the majority of that 35% being top 10% into wins. But I'm playing with random people, so just to show you, 12% of the time I've played, I've had decent people to play with, and that ends in winning. Alright, if I'm doing my math correctly, that's 1, 2, 3. I'm number 4. That's not good enough. We need one more. Alright, man, I got options for breakfast. Which one? I can make a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant with a hash brown. I could make French toast with bacon. I could make a pancake with bacon. I could make scrambled eggs and toast and hash brown. Or I could make sausage biscuits and hash brown. Hello, boo. I've got choices. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna make either French toast and bacon, or I'm gonna make a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. If anybody likes French toast, the Jewish people make the best bread for French toast. It's called challah bread. Challah bread. CHALLAH or something like that. And there's this, well, I guess it depends where you live. I don't have a Jewish bakery around me where I live. But online, there's this Jewish bakery, Green's Bakery, and it's not bad. $5 for a loaf of challah bread and $10 for your shipping, no matter how many things you get. So it's not bad. Authentic Jewish challah bread. This bread, you put it in with the egg and all that stuff, and it doesn't all soak it up. It keeps its texture. It's incredible. The bread is incredible. Am I gonna watch a Super Bowl? Absolutely not. I already know who won the Super Bowl, boo. No need to watch for me. I already know who won. Yeah, the Patriots, this Patriots team is the worst team in the history of the Super Bowl. There has never been a team worse than this team. If the Texans would have put in their backup quarterback, they would have won that game easily. But they didn't put in their backup, so they lost. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos won. How bad the Patriots are, I wouldn't even be surprised if the Broncos won with a backup quarterback. But it doesn't matter who comes out. They're not beating the Seattle Seahawks. Not happening. There's no way of looking at it. Seattle Seahawks will win the Super Bowl. So and this will probably be the worst team to ever win a Super Bowl. It's going to be the worst Super Bowl ever. Two horrible teams playing in the Super Bowl. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster. So I'm not bothering even to waste my time watching it. Yes, I remember when people were saying that C.J. Stroud was the greatest quarterback in the NFL history. I mean, he was just the best. And then, all of a sudden, the last two seasons, not so much. Yeah, if the Texans would have put their backup in, they would have won that game. It's like I said, man, the AFC is horribly bad. Horribly bad. Yeah, they should do the right thing and don't even have the Super Bowl. They should just make the Rams and Seahawks a Super Bowl game and just leave it at that. Now I can see this being, well, you know, people do gamble, so they'll watch the game because they're going to gamble on it. But this should be the least watched Super Bowl ever. This should be the worst rated Super Bowl ever. It's gonna be abysmal. And then they got for their halftime show, they got some kind of alphabet members, some kind of garbage celebrating the alphabet. What is the NFL? Just, I'm telling you, they just don't. It's insane how stupid they are. So the worst halftime ever. So I'm not gonna watch. I'm done watching football for this season. Wow. See, all kind of people. I wonder if you could just. I wonder how long you can stay in here. Yeah, I try to tell people that the Patriots are not good. They're just taking advantage of the situation that is going on in the AFC. There's no stretch of the imagination that they're a good team. This is a joke. It's an absolute joke. Yeah, like I said, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if the Broncos beat them with a backup quarterback. I'm not. I think it's going to happen. I'm not. I don't even think. I think the Broncos backup could win the game. But it doesn't matter because the Seahawks are going to win. So I mean, it doesn't matter who goes there. And not because the Seahawks are some great team. They're just the best team that's left. All I know is I hope that I hope the Chicago Bears will sign Trey Hendricks from the Cincinnati Bengals, and I hope he can stay healthy, and I hope they can trade for Max Crosby. If they could get those two guys, that would be amazing. And if the Bears can get Trey Hendricks and Max Crosby, I would honestly say that Vegas would make them the Super Bowl favorite. Getting those two guys. And if I were the Bears, that's what I would be doing. Everything I could do to get Max Crosby, Trey Hendricks, yeah, I think Seattle at home will win the game. I would be surprised. I would be surprised. I would be surprised if the gosh dang, you can't run over a tree. I'd be whoa, holy cow! I'd be surprised if the Rams won. I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd be surprised. Do I not have money? Wow. He's got a lightning gun. And we gotta move. I don't think he's even playing. Well, we got a teammate not even playing, so that's definitely not going to help. They don't have nothing. Not enough resources. Guess I could. I don't have enough. No, I don't have enough. Oh! We had an extra health character and a legendary weapon. Nothing I could do about that one. Well, all the Broncos backup has to do is just do the simple things. Hand the ball off. Then do easy plays. He doesn't have to do anything special. They're playing the Patriots. So just play defense, run the ball, have simple plays. You never know. It's happened before where backups have come in and done really good because as long as you have a good system, Sean Payton has a good system. You could probably put a monkey at quarterback and they would do decent. So if he's been there 2 years, then he ought to know the offense. But we'll see. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Seattle Seahawks are going to win it. Which is why it's such a bummer that the Bears had to lose to the Rams because of their Caleb Williams interceptions and all those drop passes and bad passes and what a shame. I'll play one more of this and then be done with this game for tonight. Are you a loser? You must be a loser. Leave me alone. Yep. Yep, he makes unbelievable throws. If you were to do a top 10 throws in the NFL season, he'd probably have 5 or 6 of them in the top 10 of the year. But he also threw 3 interceptions. He also threw some bad passes. But Rome Odunze did drop a touchdown. If Rome Odunze catches that ball, it's a touchdown. Bears win, no matter what. So Rome Odunze sucked, dropped that touchdown, and that's your ball game. If Rome Odunze makes that catch, it's a touchdown. Bears would have won the game. But he dropped it, and you just can't have that. You cannot drop a touchdown in the playoffs. And that's what he did. So, it's a shame. No, don't do that. I want to go back. Go back. Wish I had a grenade. You bastard. Here we go again. Here we go again. Whoa. Just great. Now I gotta get way ahead of this storm. And well, like I said, if Roma Doomsday catches that touchdown, that's 7 points. Bears would have won the game. But that's what really, they just threw it away. And next season, if next season, if Roma Doomsday doesn't step up to be a #1 receiver, he's got to go. And next year, I can't wait for next year. You know, Caleb Williams has to show in year 2 of Ben Johnson. Can he take another step forward, become more accurate to go along with his amazing throws? Yeah, it's a strange thing. But Caleb Williams, he struggles more at throwing to wide open receivers than he does throwing incredible passes. Yeah. Well, you gotta fire somebody for your failure. So, can't fire the players. Messed up coming over here like that. No, I couldn't. Man, I have worthless teammates. You guys were worthless, man. To say the least, you have no value. You're no good bum players. Man, if I even have decent teammates, man, I can win this every time. Yeah, well, whoever coaches the Bills will have a great shot at a Super Bowl. Just gotta do a little tinkering. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get off of this game. Jamming out.